How's it going, everybody? Mr. Poestyle here, and today we're going to bring you another TigerVision for the Atari 2600. You know, this is a little series I've been doing here, and this might actually be the final in the series that I have a physical cart for, because now we're getting into some really expensive stuff with the TigerVision cartridges because of the rarity of them, like Marauder, Polaris, what was the Skipper, a few of the other ones, really pricey. So I started it all, if you look back, with King Kong, then Threshold, and Jawbreaker, my video series, and that's the order that I got these in. But originally, before I got any of these, I got Miner 2049er for the Atari 2600 VCS. And just now getting around to doing a video for it. Now, the reason being is that I was hoping to finally get Miner 2049er Volume 2. It was a pricier game. I wasn't expecting to really get it either. Physically, anyway. So, I did. And I know it's still kind of pricey for an Atari 2600 game. I ended up getting it for around $60 US. But typically, what I've seen, it's going for $150, $160 US. Now, I got it that cheap because, now it does work, in an original 2600 6-switcher, 4-switcher, but it's missing one of the tabs that pushes back the dust cover, the internal dust cover, on the cartridge port on the Atari 2600. So, from my understanding, this won't work on the 7800. Don't know if it'll work in the Retron 77. Haven't tried. The cartridge itself, I mean. But it's 60 bucks. I finally got it. So now I added it to my TigerVision collection. So I have both parts 1 and 2. Now what these are, the game originally, Miner 2049er, came out for the Atari 8-bit and came out for several other computers as well. The original versions, there are 10 levels, except for the Colecovision, which has an extra level, 11 levels. I do own this for the Colecovision. Once I get it all straightened up, I'll do a video on that. I own it for my Atari 5200. Once I get my new Retro Game Boys arcade stick, I'll do a video on that version. But the 2600, of course, less memory, you know, smaller than the other systems that it came out for at the time. So when you bought this, the first one, there are 3 levels on here. Add this one to it, which came out, I think, at the same exact time. They both say 1983. Came alongside it or just immediately after it. There are 3 levels on each one. So 6 levels total. So you're still not getting the 10 levels that were available on all the other ones. But it's the Atari 2600. You're going to get less. But I will play them here for you here, and then we'll talk about what we think. Is it worth the price tag? I'm going to answer that right now. That depends on how much you like collecting. If you, I mean, you can download the ROM and emulate it all day long if you want to without the expense. And I'm sure that's what I'm going to end up doing with Marauder, probably Polaris, Skipper, the other ones, you know. Because you're talking these games, Marauder, and them up in the hundreds of dollars. You know, they have one that's up in the $1,000 or thousands of dollars because of the rarity of these games. Now, you can get PAL versions for cheaper. They're going to look like crap if they work at all on your North American systems. So, but yeah, play these. They are very frustrating games on every system, for obvious reasons on the 5200 with the stock controller. 2600, you know, learning your jumps, placing your jumps. It can be a tough thing to do. But we'll try them out here, and actually, it's that time of day again. It's really sunny. I, for whatever reason, haven't bought any blackout curtains for my basement where my original 2600, my other 2600 consoles are at. So I will probably be emulating these for the gameplay part on my Atari VCS off of the SD card. So that way we at least get a cleaner picture. You can see it a little bit better with less reflection than what I would get in my game room. I need to get those black hot curtains. I need to get a capture device. It's just not happening right now. But Miner 2049er, you know, it is a fun game. It's an addictive game. We're going to try her out here now for you. Well, there you have it. That is Miner 2049er. Miner 2049er Volume 2 for your Atari VCS 2600. I said 3 levels of each. Frustrating game. Still a very fun game. It looked good at the time. You know, 83, right before the crash, right around the crash, right at the crash. Looked good for a 2600 game. You're limited to 3 levels per cartridge, so... You know, at the time, if you wanted a fuller experience, you would need to buy these both. Pretty sure that didn't happen very much because the original is a little more common, easier, cheaper to find. This one's going to be a little more expensive, you know. Like I said, mine is missing the tab over here. That's why the seller was selling it for $60. The other prices I've seen are $150, $160, you know. If somebody has a manual or something, then you're talking way up there. I will have future TigerVision game videos, like I said earlier. They'll just probably be emulated because they made some fun games. One of the most fun parts, though, for me is the cartridges. You know, most of the third-party companies, aside from like Activision and Magic, most of them, and of course Coleco, you know. Coleco came out with games for the Colecovision for the Atari 2600, only they were the whitish, beigeish color. But they were the same cartridges as they were for the most part for the Colecovision, except the end was different to fit into the cartridge slot on the 2600 rather than the Colecovision. But I thought that the cartridges looked interesting. I originally got the first TigerVision game in my collection because I was buying this for Colecovision 5200. I got it for the 2600 as well. But then I liked the way the cartridges looked. And on top of that, a variety of colors. At least for these next 3 games. You know, I got King Kong, it was blue. It has the internal dust cover that the other ones don't seem to have. You know, I got Threshold because... hey, it's blaze orange. It can go hunting. You know, it's orange. Doesn't have a dust cover in there, internal. But, you know, nice looking. Got the ridges and everything. And then Jawbreaker, which is an excellent game. Check out my video before on it. It is really fun to play. And it's that sweet red color. Look at that shit. I love it. Most of the other ones, Polaris, Marauder, I think Skipper. Is that what it's called? Skipper? Yeah. They are white as well, although due to aging, more of a beige, beigeish white. But these 3 at least had different colors. They all look nice. Frustrating game, as you saw from me playing it. I don't do that great. I don't have a lot of practice with them, especially Volume 2, being as I just got it in the mail yesterday. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you like these games for the VCS? Do you have them? Are you going to get them? Are you willing to spend that money for your collection? Did you play them on other systems, on one of the several computers that it came out for, Atari 8-bit? Did you play it on Colecovision, Atari 5200? Do you like it? Did you play Bounty Bob Strikes Back? I think that was an Atari 8-bit or computer, that was the official second part. The Volume 2 here is just part of the original game for the 2600, so it's not really a part 2. But, and there was also another Bounty Bob game that was supposed to come out. What was it called? It was about being a fireman, Scarescraper, something like that. Never came out. I believe the guys that made it said that the code doesn't exist anywhere anymore. It's gone. But do you like this game? Are you going to try it out? Have you tried it out? Definitely emulate. I mean, I have the cartridge now, so I went ahead and I downloaded the ROM and I put it on my flashback portables. I put it on my Retron 77. I put it on my Blaze portable so that I can play them whenever. But, you don't want to spend the price, but you do want to try it out. Emulate it. There's several ways you can do that on your PC, on your modified Wii, your modded Xbox original, whatever. Give it a try. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you, as always, for watching. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video, guys. Good. It was a lot of fun doing.